I'm getting my needle pokes.
Okay. Am I in your way?
No. I first need to find it.
Okay, so this is our story so far. Let me start at the start. So this is the story of Lady of the Leaves. I'm writing this on lives. This is live number 7 that I'm doing. And I'm illustrating it and writing the story and doing everything, including publishing this on lives. And then they're going to be put up on our TikToks. Or, I'm sorry, on our YouTubes forever. You sure you don't need me to move?
It's in that, you know that, how do I explain it? Oh, it's in one of the boxes, that's right.
In one of these?
I don't think it will be in one of the boxes that's on my ground, because those are the heavy ones, and, it's not very heavy.
So could it be in that?
No, it's not in there, but there's all these boxes up here.
Okay. Do you want to get something to peek in them? Oh. No. Hopefully you will be seeing. Okay, back to our story. So I'm going to be publishing this. I'm going to teach you how I am live now. I'm live. Hopefully I'm live.
No.
Yep, look. It says 4 people. Can anybody see?
Are you on TikTok?
I am on TikTok.
Oh, the program and cover.
People, I see a lot of people joining, but nobody's commenting or saying anything. Are we live? Awesome. Are we live? Are we live? Can you see it, honey? I might need to go out and in again myself. Super frustrating. The signal here out in this room is really, really bad. Can we see? Yes, Summer. Summer says yes. Oh, it is frustrating. Hello, Katrina. Okay, the story. The story is I'm writing, illustrating, and publishing a book on lives. So this is our cover, Lady of the Leaves. And I'm going to paraphrase the story. We all know that Jack Frost paints winter for us. But we're going to tell you this story. This is our story of the Lady of the Leaves in a nutshell. See, it's in a nutshell. Honey, I don't know if we're live. Can you see it yet?
I'm trying to get, it's muffled.
This is the Lady of the Leaves. This is the Lady of the Leaves. This is her room. Yay, Summer, thank you. The signal is so sketchy. The wind is so high. It's raining like crazy here. Well, there's a storm coming. There's Martin. Okay, so this is the room that she lives in. Well, she lives at the foot of a tree. And she hibernates in there until it's time to paint the leaves. So this is her in her bed, and she has been in her bed so long she has grown, there's spider webs on her coffee cup. So I'm just taking a marker now. This is all watercolor so far. And I'm going to zoom in here so you can see what we're up to. And I want to make this to show us how long she's been here, because when you're illustrating a book, you want your pictures to tell a story. Your pictures definitely need to tell a story. So we're gonna make little spider webs in here.
Alexia Bet says, hi, I've missed you, been too busy.
Hello, we've been doing a lot of lives lately.
Denise says, hi, Priscilla Morton.
Hello, how are you? I'm going to turn this little light on My hand is making a shadow. This light is weird and warm. There we go. I just want you to be able to see. So I'm just creating a little spider web because we want to have the instantly that her little cup by her bed has been there for a long time.
You've got a pile of people come on if you want it.
Hello, I'm writing a book online. I'm illustrating it online, and I'm publishing it online. All on lives, I should say. All on lives. The book is called Lady of the Leaves. It's a whimsical fairy tale about just who paints the leaves all the beautiful colors in the fall. And I think from this spider web, this little wispy spider web, I think we're going to put a little tiny spider that is sitting right here on the edge. I have big eyes. You might not even be able to notice him, but he's watching her. So yeah, the pages that we've done already, that we already have done, and I think it's going to be about a 24-page book. Lady of the Leaves, and the story is changing as I go along. I think that's one of the fun parts of doing this process together. You're going to see the story changing. Let me zoom back out. Jack Frost paints the winter, but it is the Lady of the Leaves that paints the fall. And this is the story of the Lady of the Leaves in a nutshell. And this is the star of her story, the Lady of the Leaves. And you notice her leaves all have little faces on them. They're all alive, those little leaves. You see her little beret is a nutshell. So in her home, this is her home. She's just getting ready. Well, she's in for the day here. She's you see the tree inside the home that has all the leaves on it, and her little beret hanging up there by the door. And she lives inside the tree that she's going to paint. But she hibernates the rest of the year. And I'm going to actually keep, because I want to get her hair like her hair. So, and I'm going to do that with the brown marker.
Katrina's saying that you have to put numbers on your pages.
I will put numbers on the pages, and the pages are all going to be turned to PDFs. I will show you that whole process. The words will be a PDF. They'll be PDFs too. I'll show you how to do all of that. So if you've never published a book before by yourself, this is going to be very helpful for you. Okay, now I'm gonna wanted to put in that little spider web to show you how long our girl's been sleeping. But I'm gonna switch back to my watercolors, and I'm gonna do the browns for her hair. The brown. And her hair, it just sort of just outlines little chunks of her hair. And she has little pointy ears. And her hair is gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous autumn colors. And that's all we're going to do for the hair. Now, and everyone who's watching, I hope that you follow us, because we are writing, illustrating, publishing a book Lady of the Leaves on our lives, and they're going to always be put up onto our YouTube channel afterwards. This is number 7, live number 7 that we're working on. So this picture of her in her bed, I'm going to come in here. We're going to put some color on the wall. Let's put some greeny blue on her wall. A little greeny blue. Should she have wallpaper? What do you think? Wallpaper or painted walls? What do you think? What do you think, Morton?
I think that it's inside the tree, so
Yeah,
it
but
maybe be painted designs. I don't think it would be wallpaper. Maybe pictures or something.
Okay. Maybe I can just do some little twirlies. Little twirlies, like she's just...
I mean, she paints the leaves, so you would think
She does paint the leaves. We'll just do it like a little paintings. Martin doesn't think.
What does everybody else think? Nick's talking.
I know, I think there's something wrong with the feed.
Yeah, it's dropped to 27 now, it's weird.
And my phone says 36. It's super weird. The signal here is shocking. Shocking.
Katrina says painted, Foster says we're live.
Yes, we're live, but I think we're lagging.
Jill joined, that's way past our bedtime.
Hey, Jill. I'm doing a kind of a little blue-green, just little swirls here.
No lag on Foster's end. Yep, it's Jill in Wales, way up past her bedtime.
And then this wall, well, that wall could run out that way. We can use that same color over there. But maybe we'll put this as little stripies. Just to make it a little different.
Jill says beauty sleep was wasted here. Hey, Rosa's saying hello there, you.
Hello.
There, how are you? Hello there, how are you?
I'm going to take and I'm going to make, when you're wanting to create the illusion someone's in bed, you want to, this is a really great way to do it because there's a ridge that you can make come up like this. So it looks like she's laying in a bed. I mean, it looks like she's under the covers. And you can paint folds and things, all that good stuff.
Oh, thanks, Jill.
Thank you, Jill. I'm not going to go crazy on the details on her bed. Just some of these little stripes. And I think her bed sheets are going to be white. Her pillow, we can see her pillow. Nice and plain.
I am Pandora's Box says good evening, Priscilla.
Hello, how are you? Just gonna put another little shadow over here that will give us a nice little pillow feel. The same way here. Oh, I did put color there. Okay. I did put color there. So she's getting a little. Her pillow's not white. And I think then we'll put little designs on her pillow for her. The details. So while this is wet, Let's see if we can't give her a little polka dotted pillow.
So,
And or maybe little stars. We'll see. I got a bad shadow there from my hand. Oh, I did not want to do that. But I did it. I'm going to put these little dots on here. Little polka dotted pillow. I'm going to dab them off, don't worry.
yeah, Rosa's saying the thought of you saw a movie called Ferdinand and they had 3 hedgehogs.
Oh, that sounds adorable.
I am Pandora's Box says I've learned so much about watercolour from watching you.
Yay! Watercolor is such a fun medium to paint in because you can paint anywhere. You don't need a big fussy setup. So we're going to put these on her pillow. And now we're going to dab them. Kind of just mute them out a little bit. I love that. Love it. Love it, love it, love it, love it. Because I don't want her bedroom to be stark for her. She wouldn't have a stark bedroom.
Fairy
We'll make
dust
this like a
pillow,
little
says
tray.
Jill.
Yes. That's so funny because that's just what I was thinking. I was thinking fairy stars on her pillow. We'll make that like a little tray that she had on her table. And she slept so long, spider webs came on her little cup of whatever it was. Whatever was in there. Hope she doesn't drink it when she wakes up. That would not be good. Okay, so I'm going to take the little fairy bits here. And I apologize for the shadow. If I turn on this light, I think it kind of washes it out a little bit. Is it better with the light on or off? You're still going to get a shadow. Bless
Sorry.
you. I'm going to take and make some little golden rings
That's
around.
better, says Foster.
Better? Okay. I'm going to make some little golden rings around here.
Better on, said Rosa
Okay.
as well.
Okay, it's staying on then. I'm just going to paint some little gold.
Thanks, Jill.
Little gold rings here. Little golden circles. When this is dry, I could
Thank
come
you.
back in and I could put a little something inside each of these. Maybe a little star when they're dry. That might look pretty. That might look pretty. We'll see. We'll see how it feels. But I do like the yellow. I like the yellow there. Put one behind her head. Put one over here. Put one up here. So give it an all over feel. And I think maybe right here we'll put a little yellow. What are they called? Fringes? But it's not a fringe. What is it? What's that called? Little yellow fringes on the
Tassels. On the pillow. Fronds or tassels.
maybe tassels. I'm gonna put in a.
Sham, says Katrina.
Oh, yeah. It's not a sham. It's like the fringe on the
I would
edge.
call them tassels.
I don't know what they'd be called. I'm gonna put them on this side too.
Or fronds. Rosa hand embroidered on pillowcases for her grandkids.
Oh, cool. Super cool.
Oh no, the freeze again, says Joe.
The freeze.
You turned off the Wi-Fi.
I did. The Wi-Fi is off.
The weather's really bad here just now, so it's probably that. We're getting thunderstorms again.
I'm going to dab that. I'm going to dab those. Dab. More dab.
Annoying too, because they got that fibre optic thing fitted last week.
Well, honey, I know. I can't use that at all. My phone just steady stays.
No, but their internet comes in through fibre optic now, so it's no like before when it was the really unsteady high cases.
I'm gonna I need to make her hair just a little darker. As I'm looking at the picture for comparison, she has a couple little dark bits in it. I'm gonna put some of that on, and then just do a little white, do a little dab. Yep, needed that. Okay, now this part, we'll let her sheet white. We will let her sheet white. Maybe we should paint her sheet one color too.
We're heading back up the road on the 8th. We're going to the Biltmore first.
October 8th.
October 8th. And we're heading back, visiting the Biltmore house in Ashland. And then heading back home on the 9th. Her daughter's on a business trip just now, so I'll look after the kids till she comes back.
Yeah, her daughter is away to Mexico.
It's Jill's birthday, the 8th or the 9th.
Oh, nice. That got too red on me. I need to change that. I need to put some green in there.
Rosa said, like that old commercial, a little dab will do it. Here, Jill. Jill's birthday's on the 8th.
Jill will be thinking about you as we're driving.
Yes, Molly says, okay, that's a nice long trip.
Mm-hmm. It's about halfway to go to Asheville from here. Let's stop that. I don't want it to go too too colorful, but I think I do want to put in some little side stripes on this one. Maybe not. I'm not going to. I like the coming up and coming down.
So I'm hoping you're dropping the boys big hints, Jill, so they get you what you want.
A little color there. Okay.
Why do you use a napkin after you paint?
I just needed to lift some of the color off. That's all. So this sheet here, that's her under sheet.
Jill schmaltzy like you, Priscilla. They're all I want.
Yes, that is all we want. Just our kids around us. Nothing schmaltzy about that, Martin. That's how it goes. That's good. That's good. I like that. Now, I'm going to let this dry. I'm going to put a pop color down there.
Yeah, it'd be interesting.
Before I let that dry.
Molly.
Yeah, someone asked if you were going to get a pilot's license. I said, I don't think so.
No, I don't think so.
I'm going to put some color right here.
I don't think I could handle the stress being a pilot.
Yeah, his heart rate really did go up.
So many things to watch.
His heart rate really went up when he was flying. I'm just going to paint that right down there. Dab that. Now, these aren't dry yet. I don't think.
Yeah. Jill's saying, get me in a parachute next. Is that before or after she's looked out insurance papers?
I'm happy with the color of her hair, though. I'm happy with how her hair came out. Now I'm going to experiment with this little blue marker, and I'm going to experiment way down here on this little side. So if I don't like it, no, I like it. I'm going to put little stars in.
Get me into a parachute the same weekend Father Brown's visiting, Priscilla.
Mm-hmm. You mean Father Ted?
No, Brown.
Oh. I'm putting little stars because I just came across this picture of the day I taught my grandkids how to make stars. I forget what their ages were, but oh my goodness, they had so much fun.
Sherry says that's her hair colour, and
It's
Steph saying, is
lovely.
that the lady leaves in bed?
Yes, she's hibernated. She's getting ready to get up.
Yep, Jenna is asking, I'm late, is this a book you're going to be publishing?
This is a book.
Seems cute, and they've got 2 kids.
This is a book that I'm going to show you everything that I'm doing, every step of the way, start to finish, writing, illustrating, and publishing this online. People will be able to buy it for download and print on demand. So if they want a copy to have at hand, they can do that. I love the little pillow. I do love that little pillow. Oops, we forgot a star there. And anywhere where it's too little, I'm putting a tiny little dot. Now, I'm going to take, because our illustrations are going to be watercolor and pen, and I want to teach everyone how to do this. This is not a rocket science thing. Everybody can do this. Anybody can do this. You forgot one.
One to the right overhead.
Oh, thank you. See that? And I'm going to dedicate this book to all of our lovelies, all of you who watch our lives, and you're such a big part of our lives. And I want to inspire you to chase your dream, follow your dream. Please do your dream.
Jill's saying, I love it all, but the spider's
No,
missing.
the spider's there. He's there. Let me zoom you in. Oh, look at a teeny tiny little spider on the mug. Look at him. I think on that mug I'm going to do this. I'm going to make a little art shape. We'll make a little painting within that mug.
Is it a standard size watercolor paper?
But I'm using all my illustrations the same size.
It is a standard watercolor book.
Yeah,
isn't it?
I think this is, what size is this? But you can do any. It's 7 by 10. But when I turn these into PDFs, I will teach you how to do that. And I'm going to put what they call bleed edge on here, so they'll be slightly bigger for the book. Okay, so now here I have like, I love how the yellows are looking, but I'm just going to take this yellow here. Is it called a fringe? Did we determine that? Is that called a fringe?
It might be.
These fringes, my yellow is doing nothing. Yellow is not helping. I think brown is going to be our friend. Or orange, maybe orange. Let's try orange.
Ninny Ronnie says, can't say it enough. You do beautiful work, both of you.
Yeah,
Work
fringe.
so beautiful together. Love it all. Rosa says, would you ever make a colouring book for kids?
No, probably. I like coloring books, but I'm not a real fan.
Pandora and Jill says fringe.
I'm a fan of blank pieces of papers for kids. Blank pieces of papers. Martin used to bring home coloring books for our grandkids, and they just loved using the tablet. Okay.
I had a look on the phone that it was raining yesterday. I don't know what it's like just now in Pennsylvania.
Oh, I looked earlier. It was clear and pretty at the security cameras. And our son back at the church, oh my gosh, big news. I have to give you, there is a wounded pigeon living in the living wall. He's feeding it birdseed and giving it water. Its wing, it looks like the wing is broken, and he doesn't want to take it to the rehabilitation place because they'll just put it to sleep.
When you get a blank piece of paper, do you know what you're going to make out of it?
Sometimes. But that's the fun.
Or do you let the pen decide?
That's the fun of this all. That is the fun of this all. Like right now, this is just happening. I'm not giving this a whole lot of thought. I'm liking these little bubble feels. This wouldn't be in a straight line because she's on the pillow sleeping. So we can use that to get some shape into our drawing too. And then up here, I want to create that real feel. That's definitely a pillow. There's some thickness to it on that edge. We'll put the thickness there too. So yeah, there is a pigeon on the living wall back of the church. Oh, Martin, I'm excited about this.
Do drawings now and again.
I'm super excited about this one.
One of the recent packages that went out had hedgehogs that I was...
Did you?
One of the summer ones.
The heart box, I think.
Yeah.
It's been a long time ago. You gotta get busy, Mr. Holliston. I just thought of a painting that I want to do for this book. Oh my gosh. Do you remember the watercolor I did where we went to the perspective and then built everything up? Honey, excuse you. I want to do the same, that illusion that we're looking down in. We'll do her point of view when she's up in the tree looking down in at all the leaves. Molly, that's a no. We'll help every little animal that we can, but Morton and I want to travel, and our son, like the people that do that stuff, I respect them so much, but my gosh, is it work. It is work. If I was younger, I always feel like if I would have met Martin when I was younger, all the stuff we would have got done together.
Steph says good detail on the blanket with her body.
Thanks. It's an illusion, how you make it look like there's a little lump under there. Do it with the stripy stripes. And I have to keep telling myself that this is a, what's the word? What is this, honey? This is just an illustration.
Mm-hmm.
I have to keep telling myself that because I really want to, I don't like that. I'm going to paint that out, that little coaster. We're going to give her a different coaster. We're going to give her a little blue coaster. Much better. Much better. I want to get that fine balance of just the right amount of detail. Just the right amount of detail in each picture. I want the words, as you're looking at the picture on the one side of the page, you're reading the words on the other. By the time you're done reading the words, the person who's looking has been able to take in all of the painting. That's what I'm going for. Okay. What did I want to do here? I think that was all. I'm just going to put some little lines there. They don't really mean anything. I was thinking of painting the sheets. I don't think I'm going to. But I need one more. I do need one more line here on the bed. Let's go with the green. Let's go with the green. Right here. Right up to the tippy top. Her hair is hiding it. I want to have her hair hit on the green. Let that go down there. That's good. Okay.
Oh, we're still in for a lot of this and that.
All right, so the next one, this is her sleeping. The next one, we're going to see her getting ready at her fabulous, her hat rack. So that's going to be, and see how every one of these, I've accidentally kind of painted a frame around them. They all have a frame, and I love that feel because she is an artist. So this coat rack we're going to recreate here, only we're going to look at it head on instead of from a side angle. That's what we're going to do. And the first thing we're going to do is put this pan away. This is part 7. I have 6 other parts of this. You can find them on our YouTube channel. If you want to see how we're writing, illustrating, and publishing a book, Lady of the Leaves, on lives, on our TikTok lives. So you want to tap the screen. Everybody tapping. Yay, over 10,000 likes. Thank you. Morton, you're not tapping. Morton's not. What are you doing, honey? You're not tapping or anything. Morton's a bad little example. He's still not tapping. I don't think he's even listening to what I'm saying. Okay, so she's in her hall. She's right by her front door. So we're going to paint the edges of this. So gently, so gently.
Steph was saying they saw you added the tree to the acorn.
Yes, the tree. That's our story in a nutshell. That is our story in a nutshell. And I'm hoping this inspires a lot of people to follow their dream, paint, create, write a book. Have no fear of writing a book. Have no fear of it. I've been writing and getting paid to write since my first thing I had published. I was 14 years old, and I got $25 for it. I'll have to find my mom's folder of all my writings. My mom used to keep any magazine or anything that I did anything for. My mom would keep it. Keep my little clippings. But it used to be, you used to have to send your stuff off and pitch ideas. You can just write now. You can just write and publish. And then it's up to the people to say, hey, we like this enough to buy it. Or you just feel good that you got to put your story down. Okay, so this is what I'm going for right here. That.
You're so incredibly
That's what we want to look at.
Amazing, says Molly.
Thank you. So that's what I want to look at here. An arch.
You need us got a question about your boot.
Sure. Ask away. Please ask away. So I'm going to figure out where the floor starts and where our ceiling starts. And I'm going to do that just by putting in baseboard. Just there. And our planks, our flooring planks are going this way.
There's no last it yet, I'm asking.
Yes, ask away. That's the beauty of what's happening on these lives. You're going to be able to ask whatever you wish. And I will try to answer it.
You say, I wish I was as creative as you. You're so talented.
Thank you. This now, I'm going to paint this floor out. Well, maybe not. Maybe I'll paint this. Okay, so that little arch is on this side. Or the little, not the arch. Yeah, the arch. So I'm going to paint that down first. This is just me blocking this in.
No, he's at the start because she's explaining everybody knows about Jack Frost, but nobody knows about the lady, and then she goes on to tell the story of the lady.
Yeah, I want to set you up for knowing right away this is a little whimsical creature that does to the fall what Jack Frost does to the winter.
She was asking, should you be at the end of the story?
No. We might see him again on the end. What are you painting on this page? This is going to be her calling her leaves to action. Her leaves, see her little beret hanging there beside the little shelf? She's going to put her beret on, and when she puts her beret on, magically all those little leaves come to life, hop on her hat to create her camouflage for while she's painting. And they're all her little friends. So I'm just trying to, right here, we're going to have this, I want to get my proportions right. That's going to be our wall. That's the diamond shaped pattern on there. And it's going to be yellow because that's what it is in our painting. So we're going to go here with our yellow. This is like in the church. This is like our little, honey, what are you doing? Oh, Martin has indigestion. We ate Olive Garden leftovers tonight. So I'm putting that yellow on here. Now I'm going to dab this off. Because see that little, that, it almost looks like a little stained glass window there. That is where her tree is on either side of that. Her tree is on either side of that. And I never realized until just now how long illustrations take me. I always think they don't take long, but they do. Okay, so we're going to make this come up to about here. Right here. She has a tree, as you do. She has a tree growing in her place on either side of this. And it's a tree. I'm not worrying about it being perfectly straight. Does not have to be. And we have all kinds of little branches out here.
Symbols at the door wanting to invest
Mm-hmm.
in here.
And we're going to paint our leaves on here. And these branches, I'm not going to make them identical to what's on the wall on our little painting. It's not going to be like that at all. But this is where our little leaves are going to live. So I'm going to get we'll take that one up and off. Why not? Come down here with another. So little branches, so they're not perfectly little. They're not perfect little straight lines. They have lots of character to them, these ones. And by painting another color, a darker color right beside it, we're going to get some automatic cool depth. These little branches are going every which way. Lots of little Y's. You can come in, and I could come in and spend ages making these just so. We're not going to do that. We're going to we have a little shelf here beside with how many shelves? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 little shelves here. 4 little shelves here, and they start about here. 4 little shelves. Not going to paint them across yet because our girl is going to be standing here. We're going to have our little Lady of the Leaves here, and she's only going to have her skirt on. Actually, she's not even going to have her skirt on. They're all going to have to come down and jump on her to put her leaf clothes on. Okay, so I don't want to put I didn't leave a lot of room here for her hat. We'll have the hook here for her hat. Her hat will be on her head. Her hat will be on her head. There's her little hook for her hat. I should have painted that to look like a mushroom. I can still do that. So in front of here, under the bench, I'm coming under the hat, or under there, that's her bench. Again, I should have left part of it blank till we put her in. It's okay. I will show you how to fix it. Honey, I'm not reading. That's what you're doing. Yeah, well, she's a stick. I don't know that she'll need them. We'll have to figure that out. We will have to figure that out. Definitely have to figure that out. I want this to feel like a little piece of log. Okay. So let's think about her size. She's as tall as her stick, right? No, not quite. So I think her head's going to be about right up in here. So I'm going to really rinse this off. Really, really, really rinse that off. I want to come over here and get this light color. And her head is a little acorn shape. We'll do her head just like here. We'll do her head like here. She still has to get hair on it. We're going to have her body like this. Going to put her shoulders over. This is very rudimentary. Very rudimentary. And we're going to have her little hands coming up here because she will have just put her hat on. These are our preliminary sketchy ends. So we'll have her little hips will be, she doesn't really have hips. Her little feet will be down here. She does, we'll have her in her bare feet. We'll put her little pair of shoes right here. She doesn't have her shoes on yet. We'll paint her little shoes right here. She still has to put those on. Little shoes can sit right there. Okay, so her legs, she'll have bare feet. She does have, she's twigs. She's made from the tree. She is made from the tree. And don't worry, she doesn't have 3 legs. This, I'm going to beef her up now. I'm going to beef her up. We still have to put her hair on too. And her hands are just little fingers, remember? She's just a little wisp. She's a little wisp fairy. That's too wide. Too wide.
Yeah, he just says it's amazing how it comes alive.
I'll fix that with the leaves. Yes, it's the fun of it all. And see here, now we painted her. So she is in front of the bench. We can still see around her. And I'm going to paint her hair. And then she's going to be touching her cap because she's just put her cap on. But this is from the back of her because she's looking up to her leaves. Let's paint her leaves now. She's going, all of her leaves are up here sleeping and waiting for her. They wait all winter, all spring, all summer. And when she decides it's gotten just chilly enough, she gets up and she gets dressed and she goes out and she paints fall. Go in some yellows, oranges, and reds. oranges and reds, because we just put yellows down. And some of these leaves will already be in motion and coming to her. Some of them will already be coming to her. Others will just be waking up. Maybe she sings to them to wake them up. I think she probably does sing. What do you think? Do you think she sings to wake the leaves up?
Oh, nobody's saying anything.
Has everyone fallen asleep? All the leaves.
Yeah, you have a calming energy, says Jenny there.
Thank you.
Definitely says Jill. I'm assuming that's about the singer.
Yes, I think they have to be singing. Now she will have her hair on. Let's give her her hair. She's going to have her hair on. She has a cute little pixie cut. Put that on and dab that off.
Well, Lena's in from Belgium, 2 a.m. there, bad sleep.
Hello, Lena.
And saying it's very beautiful.
I'm just going to paint some of these other colors in her hair. Paint some little fringe veils down here. And I'm going to let that dry a little bit. Maybe on her little shelf here, her little shelf that has nothing on there, we could maybe put some things that feel right for her to put on and wear. Right now she's just our little twig friend. I'll make that a little bit darker. Her arms are darker. Her little forearms are dark.
Paint light colours sheer skirt on her where they place the leaves on her.
I think she's just twigs and leaves. That's just twigs and leaves. She's not bothered. She's not bothered. We'll see, though. Hey, you never know. You never know how this is going to turn out. I just don't want to get her body too bulky. Oh, we need more leaves. We need red leaves. Get that brown off there. I'm going to come in here. I'm going to grab some of this red. Scoop that up. And I'm going to mix it up with some of this color. So we need some little flying pops of red. We need leaves in motion. The red ones are taking action.
You need to say I must go, but we'll check back later.
Yes, and be sure you watch, if you're interested in this, watch our YouTube channel. The first time I'm ever going to do this. Might be the last time.
Jill's saying she should be called Twigging.
Yeah. Okay, let's put, that might be enough leaves now. Just gonna paint in some of these red ones that I went crazy on. Just gonna paint in a little bit more of them because they look a little wispy.
Yeah. Casey's just got the #1 gift badge and I missed what it was.
Tiny Diny, thank you, Casey. No, she doesn't have a turquoise hat. Her hat is it's an acorn cap. It's a cap from an acorn. Where are we here?
On the YouTube
See?
channel.
This is our story in a nutshell, and the nutshell is also what she wears on her
What's
head.
going to be on your YouTube channel?
Oh, all of these lives. All of these lives. This is number 7 in my paintings. So all of these lives are going to be on the YouTube channel. So I'm just going to paint in some solid feeling leaves here because we don't want any of them invisible. I might mix a little bit up with the yellow. These are her magical leaves. These leaves form her camouflage on her hair or on her hat. You'll see in a second once her hair dries a little bit, and I can put her hat on. Let's see what we can do here. What can we do over here? I can grab the brown. Oops. Grab the brown, and then here I can paint this pattern on while that's drying. Let's see how big it'll be. That big, maybe. Remember, we're not seeking perfection at all. And this is the pattern that's on the wall. So it's going to need to be behind the leaves. The leaves are hiding the pattern. And hopefully nothing blurs in there. I didn't think about that. If it blurs, it's okay. It's going to be a lovely little whimsical story that I hope everyone will enjoy reading. Trying to look there where my line ends of that wall. I'm just going to paint that like that. Go right up with that. I'm going to load my brush up again. And the kids are having so much fun with Simba and Frisket. Okay, so now to make those diamonds on the wall, I'm going to start down here. Paint up. I might have to put some butterscotch color on here because I think I had that on my other one. And they don't have, nothing has to match identical. I just want you to have that feel of, oh, I recognize that leaf wall. See, down there's the little diamond leaf wall. Okay. All right, let's go for her little beret. Let's put her beret on. That's the story we're going to be reading about on the other side of the page of this. She's putting on her little beret. And all the leaves are going to come to it. And it has the little top from the, what's the word, honey?
Acorn.
Acorn, that's the word. So now we're going to start putting in the shelf back here. And this is recessed in the corner. I'm going to make this part a little darker because it's a recessed shelf. I'll make this edge a little darker. It's recessed in. Pull these out a little bit. The kids are loving it. They're babysitting Simba for a month, and they are loving it. Okay, so this at top, I'm happy with that. Happy with that. This one needs to be a little bit higher. Watercolors can be super forgiving. Don't be afraid to try watercolors. Okay, so we have one shelf up here. One shelf up there. And this is going to help. This is going to help our leaves become real 3D. 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 4 shelves. So what I'm going to do to get them all spaced right, I'm going to come to the bottom. I'm going to draw this one over. Over. Because she's in front of the shelf. Make the shelf a little darker so she pops. We don't want her to blend into the shelf. So there's 2 more, so I'm going to go about this length here. This length. I've got to bring the shelf behind her. I mean in front of her. Don't want to touch her arms. Oh, honey, I'm holding my breath. Don't want to mess it up. And guess what? If I did mess it up, you just start another painting. That's all. Hello. Maggie.
Yeah.
She's getting ready to get dressed. Do you want to see her? So
she's naked.
She gets her hat off of there, puts her hat on, and the leaves magically pop on her lap, on her hat, and around her waist to make her dress. Maybe I will put her little bodysuit on. Her little bodysuit?
Yeah.
Maybe I'll put her little bodysuit on her.
What size is the paintbrush you're using, Yabina?
It is a 6 round. Van Gogh came with this set. This is the set I gave you, honey, and then I ruined it, haven't I?
No, still usable.
Muddled it all up. What are you thinking? And look, her shoes are there.
Cute.
Her little feet are twigs. She's all twigs.
Yeah.
She's just twigs and
So
leaves.
cute.
And look, here's her sleeping, hibernated.
Oh.
And look, little spider. She's slept so long that a little spider got her little cup of tea. Can you see her body under the sheet, under her blanket?
I can see, yeah.
The little ridge up there. We're plucking along.
I love it so far.
Good. I'm happy. Okay. Where were we? Oh, the shelves. The shelves. We're painting these in behind her so she looks very dimensional. Come over on her arm just a little bit.
Oh no, saying, oh nice. Kimberly says that's what I was saying. Could you put a sheer light coloured skirt on where the leaves?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna put her, because looking at this, she does have a little bodysuit. So maybe we'll make it like a little body dress. We could do that. We can do that. I just made her neck too big too. I mean that shelf too big. Okay, we got one more shelf. Bring it out here. Bring it there. And these, even though you're going to be seeing me painting and illustrating these, what I'm doing here is really an exercise to show you how to publish a book. How to create and publish a book, start to finish. Writing all of it. Bring that shelf down here. I'll tidy her arms up. And I'll have to build on those shelves too. I'm loving her. Now that she's here, I'm going to rinse my brush out. And I'm going to paint the floor.
You got 4 shelves to do.
That's 4 shelves. 1, 2, 3, 4. One up at the top. I'm going to paint the floor. I should have done that beforehand. That's going to be her little stick. The little floor planks run this way in her home. Those are way too dark. Way better. Way, way, way better. A little bit of water. I'll float that along. Okay. Now I had a green one. Again, I'm not going to worry about, do I have my planks in the right order? Doesn't matter. Look, I'll use this color here. This darky dark brown. Here you go. I love that. That's beautiful. I'll use a darker one here. Or maybe I'll put some yellow in this one. And I'm going to just dab all of this together. I'll come back in and finish the floor, and I'm going to just put a little shadow feel around her here. Just her little shadow. And the walls on that, the walls were white. The walls were white on there. Hey, Angelia, how are you? Okay. So let's go with it's a little kind of mustardy kind of feel for her little bodysuit. Let's put that on. Let's put that on her. And we'll put it on to be a little sheer skirt. Oh, it comes all the way down. Just her little toes come out. Just her little toes are going to show. I'm going to dab that quickly, because we want that to be translucent. I'm going to add a little bit more back in. because that's very translucent. Maybe just around the edges. Well, when it dries, we'll give her her little belt too. The leaves are going to fill up the rest of her outfit. But I love that. And thank you. Whoever said she needed a little skirt, you're right. You were right. Absolutely, positively. Okay, so this is going to be her her stick. But it's her stick from last year. The magic doesn't quite work in it anymore. But it's going to work just long enough to help her choose her new one. Just long enough. That's all. She knows the words enough. Enough is one of my favorite words. She knows what that means. Her stick it's going to be just magic enough to let her call the leaves down. I'm going to go in here and tidy up these shelves. Tidy the shelves. Oh, this has been a really fun one to paint. But I'm really curious as to how long it's going to take me. What do you think, Morton? Do you have any guesses? Does anybody have any guesses? To do all my paintings. Like my story, I think, is going to happen really quick. I'm definitely going to do it in rhyme. I've already got some good ideas. I guess I'm going to have to just bring my iPad out here. I love to write in the morning, first thing in the morning. So those lives are going to be early. I'll sneak out here and do them. That just really helped make her hair pop. I love that. So we want our shelves to be 3D feeling. We want people to look and feel like you're going. I'm happy with her skirt. How are you feeling about her skirt? Because see, her leaves are going to come down and make her skirt like this for her. The same way with the leaves that attach to the hat. I think her skirt is just right. And she still has to put on her little boots. And I'm going to put a bit more. I'm going to rinse this off. I'm going to come in with a little bit of, just little bits here and there. That's too thick. Way too thick. That's better. I'm going to dab some of that off. Yep. Follow your heart when you're painting. You gotta. I think her hair needs to be wider. Her hair needs to be a little wider. And right now will be a good chance to come out and make it look less like a helmet, less like helmet hair. We're going to get some shape to her hair now. Yep. Get some shape to her hair going. That's just so much better. Oh my goodness. Okay. I want to find a good color. I'm mixing colors over here, and I like to paint messy. I like to paint with a messy palette, I should say. I like to use the box of the lid for it a lot. I'm gonna mix up some of this color to paint down over here. A nice yellow. And paint it around up here. Just to give us a nice border. Sunshine's coming in. It's getting cold out, but sunshine is in there right now. And bring that color right down here too. And then curve it over. Gonna follow it over here again. Do this side. I have a certain feel to this, and I want to keep it. I want to have it kind of flow through every one of these paintings that I'm doing. So right now. Oh my goodness, I've been doing this for an hour and a half. Right now, I'm going to hope that's dry enough. I'm going to grab our brown. Because these leaves are coming to life just now. Kind of want that light to be off so you can see what's happening here. Just brown. And that leaf is still attached. A squeaky chair. I'm just going to outline these with the brown. It's going to give them a more realistic shape. And these leaves are all going to be flying towards her. They're all alive. She sings to them and they come out. They help. Without the leaves from last year, this year's leaves couldn't turn. It's all part of our lovely little on and on. This particular one, an hour and a half.
That's what the question is.
In my life, my whole life, I'm 60. But I've been working, I think this is my second day of working on this book, right? I think this is my second day of working on the book. This one here, I'm going to put a little face on this one here. This one is so happy to see her friend. And this is Lady of the Leaves. Oh, look at that one. And you can, if you wanted, when you do your book, you get as detailed as you want to. I am putting in lots of details, and this is going to probably be a 24-page book. But I'm going to show you how to write, illustrate, publish. Everything is going to be done on lives. And I'm putting some faces on these because these little leaves are alive. And they're all coming to be part of her hat and her cover. The story, tomorrow I'll come out with my iPad and I'll read you some of the story that I have, and then we'll write some story together. Just sort of hiding little faces in here. I don't want them to be big cartoony faces. I will tell you this, it's so much fun. This is so much fun. I have been loving this. Earlier, I was sitting out there and I was thinking about how long this is going to take. And I think a lot of times we get discouraged from following a dream or doing something we really want to do because we think about the logistics of it all. How long is this going to take? Will people like it in the end? That doesn't matter. If no one likes this but me, that's a win. I've made something that was never here before. Had fun doing it. That little guy that has a little face in him naturally. Yeah. Don't let fear stop you from doing something, please. Is that door shut? That's loud.
Yeah, the dog would be 3 or 4.
Kids are listening to some wild music out there. Honey, don't say anything, it's fine. Okay.
Sheila says, so beautiful and whimsical.
Thank you. This is the leaves coming together to jump on her hat. Jump on her.
Partly.
Thank you so much, Julie. How are you? Oh, little Frisket earlier, you should have seen it. Frisket had Simba's bone, and the bone was about as big as Frisket. It was the cutest little thing. Did you see it, honey, when that happened? That was so sweet. I'm going to make this little face upside down. He's upside down on there. I think all of these needed outline, though. I think they all did. Some of them will be outlined weird. There's a lot. There's a lot of leaves on here.
Oh, Julie Wolf's son's getting married on Saturday.
Oh, Julie.
He says they're getting ready and giddy with excitement over that.
That's so awesome.
Congratulations.
Does anybody think, yes, absolutely, congrats. And does anybody see any leaves that I've missed? I think I've got them all. Did I get them all? Oh, there's one. Any that I missed outlining? Oh, there's another one. Oh my goodness. Okay. So now I'm going to take and I'm just going to trace a little bit along this edge, not anything harsh. I might put some other little sticks up here. Maybe not. I might put some closed feels on her. Just outline that a little bit. We'll give her a little, that kind of color. And her neck. I can tidy her neck up with these little pens. Oh, we gotta do her hair chunks. She has the little chunks in her hair, remember? That's her. I'm gonna just put some little feels on here so it feels like a what's the word? Feels like an acorn top. I'm loving it. What do you think, Morton?
Yeah, it looks really good.
What do you think, Morton?
Yeah, it looks really good.
Her little belt. She has a little belt that she wears. We'll put it on in brown just now. It'll stick out just now. And I think I will take a couple little whimsical lines here. I love it. Her skirt is translucent, so we can see her little, maybe she has leggings on to keep warm. We can see her little leaf friends getting ready to come to her. And I think I'm going to put some little motion lines on, but I'm going to do that with black instead of brown. So whenever you're getting ready to put motion lines on, these are little lines that direct, like, hey, something's happening here. This is what I suggest doing before you go on your picture. Let's practice one here. So we'll pretend this is a little leaf. We want to make it feel like it's coming down towards her. So I don't like the looks of two. Don't like the looks of two. I'm going to try it again. Oops. There's that. Try some different things. I think I'm just going to be best like this. I think just that. I think straight line is not going to look good. They're floating every which way. So I'm going to take one where you won't really notice it. And thanks, everybody. Oh my gosh, we have 19,000 likes. Honey, we're going to get to 20,000 likes. I just know it. I'm going to take one and just go, yeah, just so little. Just
Thanks for the rose, darling.
They're still on they're still on there. Just gonna put some little flows. I don't want to overdo it. This one is gonna be the first one that lands on her head. Oh, I should have maybe made her holding a leaf. Let's do that. Let's have her holding a leaf. Actually looks like a little paintbrush there. We'll just have her holding that up. No one knows what it is. Paintbrush leaf, who knows? Dab it. Took too much off. Put some back. Yeah, happy with that. Now, if I come right around the edge and don't really touch that, right, that'll work. I love that. Her little hands holding that. That's great. A little detail. We want lots of little details. Lots of little details. Martin, you didn't even celebrate. We got 20,000 likes.
Alright, sorry, Dad.
Whee! Everybody's been so quiet. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to just turn this around right now, and we're just going to talk for a minute. And I want to be able to answer any questions anybody has. Oh, it's so hot out here. Come over here, honey. Oh, how are you? Put that up to keep my hair out. Turn this light off. And any questions you have about anything. Doesn't just have to be about a book. Our book, and I'll tell you our story too now.
Can I put that fan on?
No, honey, don't put it on because we're going to be leaving.
Right.
An hour and a half ago. Now, no. Morton does not know how to read a room sometimes. Okay.
No, we're in Florida.
I'll tear our last one off. So I'm writing and illustrating and publishing a book all on Lives, all here on Lives. And the book is going to be called, this is going to be backwards, Lady of the Leaves. I'm doing watercolor and ink drawings for it. What? Oh, I thought that orange was on the side of him. So everyone knows the story of Jack Frost. You all know Jack Frost paints our winter wonderlands for us. But have you ever wondered how the leaves change, how autumn comes to be? So here's our story in a nutshell. Get it? In a nutshell. And I think I might do a little, I might do a little cheat picture with this. So after I scan this in to become a PDF, I might go really close. Because see at the bottom of that tree, there's a little house. I might do that. So we're going to go into this house in a nutshell. And we're going to find out who lives inside it. And who lives inside this house? The Lady of the Leaves. Every tree has a lady. Every tree has a lady. So the little Lady of the Leaves, when it starts to get cold enough, she comes out. She wakes up from her long 3-season sleep. She gets to sleep for 3 seasons. She hibernates, but to her it just feels like one night. But she's been in there 3 months. See the little spider web on her cup? So after she wakes up, makes herself a new cup of tea, and she's probably in her kitchen. I may or may not be in her kitchen. I don't know. But then she goes to get dressed. So when she goes to get dressed, she goes to her hat rack, which is trees that have living leaves on them. They're leaves from last year. And they go to her. Some of them have their little faces. They go to her and grab a hold of her hat and skirt. So she's perfectly camouflaged when she's painting the leaves. And if you've ever looked at a tree and saw that one tree rustling, you were probably seeing a lady of the leaves. So that's our story so far. And tomorrow I'm going to do I'll do some writing out here. I typically write in the morning, and I always write by myself. So this is going to be weird writing with you, but I want to show you the whole process. And does anybody have any questions? How are you? What do you think of this? Are you enjoying it? Are you going to write a book? And the book that I write and publish, I'm going to show you how I go about publishing. It's totally free for you to do. And thank you for following. Who followed?
That's the different following.
James followed. Thank you, James. So I want to encourage everyone to write a book. If you're seeing this, do you come up with a story first, or do you start doodling and a story develops from that? Both, Autumn. You can do it both ways. And the other morning, yesterday morning, it feels now like it's been 100 years ago. It's yesterday morning. Yesterday morning. So you just have to let it. Is that you?
Oh.
Scratching on that thing behind me, weirdo? You have to just let it flow. And sometimes, like, while I was going to have a Lady of the Leaves just do the whole, you know how Jack Frost paints everything. There's one Jack Frost. So, as I was painting the original, my very first painting, where is it here? When I was painting the very first painting here, and I painted this tree down here, which doesn't really even look like a tree, I painted that little house. And as soon as I painted that little house, I knew the Lady of the Leaves had to live in that house. I knew that. So when I write a story, I've done it both ways. I've already written a poem and then illustrated it, written a story, then illustrated it, did illustrations, then wrote the story. So this is sort of a bit of both. So yay, Silver Lily, I'm glad you like it. And you're really enjoying the process. Great. And all of these TikTok lives are going to be forever on our YouTube channel. I encourage people, even if the time maybe isn't right in your life right now to write your book, please remember to come back and write your book. Yeah, the process is any way it works for you. Anyway. And nowadays, it's so easy to publish a book. My goal is, before we go home, to have this published. To publish this, it will be for sale on Amazon all over the world, Kindle. People can get it print on demand. So if they want a hard copy of the book, they can get a paperback or a hardcover copy, full color. And I want it to be a storybook that I would love for people. I'm going to dedicate this book. I always do a dedication of my book. This one is going to be dedicated to everybody who watched our lives, because we really do appreciate it so much. And, you're going to be a part of this. You're a part of this procedure. And I always tell people, trust the process. When you see what happens at the end of this, you can't get on as much as often. Rachel, congrats on the new job. And all of these lives, I'm downloading them from TikTok, uploading them to our YouTube. So make sure you follow on YouTube, and then you get a day you can catch up, and you can even just, take the bar and scroll across to see. Although I think that people that want to write a book or that don't know where to start.
It's my relaxing, grumpy face.
What is it? Oh, hubby seems thrilled. That's actually...
I always look like a miserable git. This is me happy.
That's joy. What do the likes do for you and your channel? I'm about to wear my finger out. Andrea, thank you. That's a great question. We have 24,300 likes right now. So, Jamie, thank you for the hand hearts. The likes, we know, puts it up in the algorithms. So we really want to get out there to as many people as possible and encourage them to follow your dream right now. The time is never right. The time's never right for anything.
We don't know how and why. If it gets enough likes, it goes onto the For You pages. Yep. And sometimes you'll get like 1,000 people will be on a live,
Yes.
And it's
The more
really
taps
weird how it
and-
hits the algorithm.
I've been really bad on the lives. Like, I need to, like, a lot of creators I see doing lives about every other sentence they say, double tap the screen, double tap the screen, double tap the screen. And I don't do
It's
that.
the same with the shares and stuff
I get,
like that.
Yeah, like Casey just shared. Thank you, Casey. The more active people are in the lives, yep, we can see who likes the live right there. Crazy Coach liked it. Andrea liked it. Crazy Coach liked it. Andrea liked it. Crazy Coach liked it. We can see who likes it. Sarah just joined. Hi, Sarah. Julie just joined. And see that? Jackie liked it. Andrea liked it. So when you're liking, more people will be joining Andrea Superstar because they're saying, hey, something's happening in here. And right now they'll look and be like, what the heck's happening in here? Sir Grumps a lot and Unicorn Rainbow Lady, I'm so excited to be writing this book and illustrating this book on lives. I'm so excited. And
it's the same as well with people commenting.
Look, there's 51 people in here now. More people are coming in because more people are tapping. It's weird.
It's also as well when people comment.
Super weird. Hi, Amelia.
The algorithm sees people interacting, and the more people that interact,
Yes.
it shows that people are interested in what you're doing. And so they think, well, if people are interested in what you're doing, we'll let people know on the For You pages. And it'll tell people that you're on live and give people the chance to come and join.
And Donna, you are fascinating. I'm so fascinated by everybody who watches our TikToks. I sometimes might just if you do videos.
Thanks, Amelia.
Morton is super sweet, but Morton, when Grumpy Cat was out, I was like to Morton, oh my goodness, that's your spirit animal. Jackie, thank you. But I really want to, my goal with TikTok, with all of our social media stuff, my goal is to encourage you to figure out what your dream is. A lot of people don't know what their dream is. What do you want to do? And then do it. I'm going to keep saying, Nike had it right. Just do it. But they forgot a word. The word needs to be now. Just do it now. And Bobby just came on. Bobby, I got to show you the progress. Backwards. Lady of the Leaves. When are we going to Scotland? I want to go now. And we all know Jack Frost does his thing in December. But here's something I'm going to tell you that you need to remember. Here's our story in a nutshell. It's the Lady of the Leaves. She's the one who colors the trees. And this is just me free-forming the words. I've been working on the words, Bobby. Been working on the words. So she's the one that paints the leaves. Peek in her house and you can see her hat is hanging by her special leaf tree. And I am going to poem this thing. I'm going to poem it up. So that's her little house. So after her night. Good seeing you too. After her long 3 seasons sleep, so long the spiders have even webbed up her tea, she wakes. Oops, that's her. Got to show you her. That's her. After she wakes up, she goes to the leaf tree, puts on her cap, puts on her nutshell cap, and it's the cap of a acorn, and all of her magic leaves. Do you see how they have little faces on them? She sings them awake, and all the leaves go to her hat. They go to her skirt till she looks like this. And then she can go out and choose her stick. She has her stick from last year that just has enough magic left in it to bring down her leaves. So she'll choose her stick in the tree when she gets there. We're not there yet. And I always like to do a little, not like the moral of the story, but I like to do, I'm doing everything on here live. Writing, illustrating, and publishing it all live in real time on here. And all of these lives are going to be up on our YouTube channel. This is number 7 for this. Let me see how many pictures we have. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Perfect. I love it. So 7 pictures, and this is episode number 7 of this live painting. So I got to get cracking. I'm going to be doing a couple lives tomorrow doing this because I want to get this book written, illustrated, and published before we go back to Pennsylvania. And we're going back to Pennsylvania. My goodness, we have 30,000 likes. Thank you, little tappy tappers. We're going back to Pennsylvania on October 8th. So I think I can do it. If I've been averaging 1 painting alive, I'll just have to go live a couple times every day. Silver Lily, nighty night. We're going to jump off too. This has been 2 hours on here with you. This will be uploaded to YouTube, and I'm numbering them all. So if you go back and you get subtracted or get lost of where you were, you'll be able to look and see. Hey, in Washington. And yay, these are going to be on Amazon Kindle in a digital format, but they're also going to be on print on demand. So you can buy a paperback or hardback. And I want to make it interesting and fun enough that adults love reading this story, and just having the imagery be something that you can keep looking at. So whereabout are you all now? We're in Florida, or you mean with the paintings? I'm just still introducing the character. So I'm in the beginning. And user, thanks for following. There will be a middle. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll get some sent to us, and then do signed copies. When we did little changes, which that's available on Amazon, do you remember this, honey? I ordered 1,000 copies. Morton says you're never gonna sell 1,000 copies, and 1,000 copies of books. That's a pretty big book that came to our house. Where do we live then? We lived with one of the kids, I think.
Thanks, Sarah.
I think we lived with her daughter then. We just finished the trip. And so I had boxes and boxes of these books. Guess how many sold? 999. I kept one. Do you remember that? Mm-hmm. 999 sold. And then I was just like, now they can just sell on Amazon. Because I was scared. Morton said to me, don't buy them. You're going to get stuck with them. You're going to have a closet full. Morton's never read the book. Morton said he didn't need to read the book because he lived the book. So, but this book, I think I'll get maybe 100 copies and do signed copies. Maybe I'll do a little, we'll figure something out. But I'm going to get this thing, I want to get it done and published before we leave Florida. So, you need Morton's yeah.
Morton's what?
Is it Morton's Rates? Morton's Tales. Tales, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Morton's Tales. Oh my gosh, I would love that. Morton has some great tales. Tales from Scotsman. We're going home to the church on October 8th. October 8th, we're going to be spending the night in Nashville. If anybody wants to get together, as soon as I book a room, I'll tell you where we're going to be. The more you get printed, the cheaper the price goes, typically, yeah. Can't tell you right now. I feel you. But we're going to, Monday morning, October 9th, we're booked in for 10 a.m. to go on the Biltmore tour. I want to go look at Asheville, not Nashville. Asheville is about halfway between Florida and the church. So we're going to do that. So, but we're going to say night-night now. I'm going to get this
Night-night.
uploaded. Thanks for being here. Thanks for watching. And yeah, we will, we're going to paint more tomorrow. And I might write out here tomorrow morning too. Have a good night, everybody. Thanks for all the gifts. Thanks for being here. And all the likes.
Cheerio.
Nighty-night. Sweet dreams. Night.